This is you, dog.
Oh, we on?
Yeah, we on.
What episode we on right now? We've been
I'm
doing.
gonna say 35.
I was like, we've
I'm
been
gonna
doing.
say 35.
We've been doing this a little minute.
I know, right? That's why like we talked about on one of the previous episodes. Like when cats be saying like, "I don't like that you said this," I'm like, bro, you gotta be specific.
Right,
Like, what episode you talking about?
Yeah,
It's like,
we
don't
need
get to it. I do be having a great memory, but there be times I'm like, you gonna have to be more specific.
Right, of course.
Yeah, so I'm sorry if I forget what we were saying, or you didn't like something and you want to discuss it. I'm sorry if I don't remember.
Hey, man, shit happens.
Oh yeah,
It does.
yeah. Now, so yeah, that first topic of gatekeeping sneakers. So I was scrolling on. I'm calling it Twitter still.
I'm still dead. That shit still got me fucked up. Like, how they changed the name to X?
Well, I was just very
What is
confused
that?
by that because
Because when I saw the new icon,
I know
for
it
I
threw
was
you up.
just like,
Like,
what the
what
hell
app
is
is
that?
this?
Right. I was like, what is
So,
that?
everybody's favorite sneaker thought, sneaker fetish.
Jesus fucking.
He said, so with this, I don't skate. Do I need to leave SBs alone? I think the elephant in the room here is the age-old combo of who can buy what. If I have, excuse me, if I have to shut up about black people's stories and sneakers, don't we all need to be quiet about skating? Or is it just when black people stuff pops up, it's okay to minimize and mute that? But if other communities are affected, that's fair game to defend. By the way, I know this is tongue in cheek, pause. Uh,
Yeah.
but my point is, if we're gonna gatekeep it all, or maybe we should truly let everyone buy what everyone wants without restrictions.
I mean, I personally don't really give a shit about the gatekeeping thing. Like, I'm just like, if you like something, now, do I joke around about it? 100%. But I don't really care at the end of the day. It's like, if you
So
want to wear something, then wear it. Like, it's your money. I'm
here,
not going to tell you what to buy and what not to buy.
I feel you on the it's your money. You can buy whatever you want to buy. But I've been critical on this before.
It's only critical. I'm only critical when you try to act like you know everything and you don't.
And that's exactly what I was getting to.
Yeah, that's the only time I'm critical.
With
for
skateboarding, keep in mind, I don't skateboard anymore, and it's because medically and physically, I just can't anymore. Like,
I haven't fucking stepped
yeah,
on a skateboard in
but
years.
like if you want to talk about, like just being involved with like skateboarding, like I told you, I got into the whole, fake skate community, playing the game Skater XL and all that.
Right.
Or, I continuously watch Street League. I watch video parts as much as possible. Like Yuto Horigome. Like when he dropped the part for his SB, bro, I was super excited to watch his part. So I really
still watch parts.
Yeah. 100%. So it's like if you want to try to check me about like, oh well, do you even like watch anything about skateboarding and all that, bro? Like literally, Pretty Sweet, the Girl in Chocolate video is one of my favorite skate videos till this very day. Or heck, even Animal Chin is one of my favorite videos.
Yeah.
So it's like, bruh, like to be fair, you can try to check me, but you're gonna be looking real stupid.
Like, I guess for me, I don't really watch a lot of the new stuff.
Yeah.
Not as much as I used
to. But
I
mean, you grew up like skateboarding.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Like you asked me some shit about like skateboarding in the 90s. Oh, I can tell you about everybody.
So that's where I'm a little critical on. Like, I don't necessarily say I gatekeep, but it's like, all I've really said is like, if you're gonna like buy skateboarding stuff, at least have some knowledge. Like other than your basic, oh, I know who Tony Hawk and Nigel Houston are. I know Bam Margera. Steve Barra, like like Rob Deerdeck, like your typical like
Oh
bro.
God.
Like to be fair, if you don't know them, are you even really involved in pop culture for that matter?
I think it's hilarious when I meet someone that's like in their 30s and they don't know who the fuck Chad Muska is.
That is weird.
I'm just
That
like,
is
how?
very
What?
weird.
I'm like, how do you not know who that is? Like Chad Muska, like he's my favorite all time skater
That's fair. That's
because
fair.
I grew up on
Oh
Chad.
yeah,
Like
that's pretty fair. But it's like, if you don't know like any skateboarder outside of the ones that like are household names, that's when I kind of start to be like, bro, like, are you really into this, or are you just into it because everybody else is into it?
like Chad he was big, in the I'd say
Like
he
late '90s,
yeah, he
early
caught fire
2000s.
like in the late 90s,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, because it's like I remember when we were talking about it. Excuse me, when y'all were talking about it on the last Drinks and Kicks episode, and Wilson was saying like since he was from Cali, like Eric Costin was like the guy out there, Eric Costin,
Oh,
P Rod,
yeah, P Rod,
but
yeah.
it all matters on where you're from because it's like
I mean, Muska's not from Cali, but
yeah, but he spent a lot of
yeah,
time out there. Like what?
that's
He's
where he
technically from here, right? Like or he was
um
born in Arizona.
he was born in Ohio,
Oh, okay. And then he
but
spent some time out here.
he was raised here, between here and Vegas,
Oh, okay,
and he
okay.
actually got like his break in Vegas. That
Hmm.
was where he first got noticed,
Oh yeah.
and he ended up he broke his ankle, and
Hmm.
then he kind of chilled, and he was got in trouble, doing some stuff, and then he ended
Yeah.
up going he went to San Diego when he was 17, 18,
Oh,
and
okay.
that was where he got his
Yeah, the
like his
big
big,
break
yeah, because
happened.
that's where
Yeah.
everybody was, that's where all of the pros were all in that area at the time.
Well, I mean, like the whole gatekeeping thing. Like, I'll say this again: if you don't skate, like, I'm not gonna knock you, bro, because I get it. Not everybody can skateboard,
Just
but it's like
don't try to act like a skater
exactly.
if
It's
you're
when you
not.
start acting like you know about skateboarding culture. That's where I more so have an issue myself.
I mean, gatekeeping was big with Jordans.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's this guy, you guys might know if y'all watch a lot of like black TV. There's a actor, his name is Blue Kimball, and Blue Kimball
I
used to
feel like I know,
Blue
but
Kimball used to be on YouTube, and his name he used to call himself the Angry Sneakerhead, and he's like my age. Blue Kimball is funny as shit. Like I love that guy, but he made these videos talking about these new sneakerheads, and he was like, I don't understand how y'all young boys is talking about y'all got to get the newest and latest, retro Jordans, but ain't none of y'all ever seen the motherfucker play basketball. Like y'all don't even know Michael Jordan is the basketball player. Y'all
but
just know his shoes, and that's it.
that's also an interesting take because, for example, like you got to see Jordan like all throughout the '90s.
Yeah.
My like probably only memory of Jordan was literally his last game as like ever as a Wizard.
Oh yeah, but
Like
I mean,
that's the
you were born
like
like
'96
so you were born basically mid three-peat, the second one.
exactly. Yeah,
So
so it's
yeah,
like for you to sit here like if somebody was to tell excuse me somebody was to tell me that like oh you ain't never seen him play because I got mad at a Cuz Creep on TikTok
mm,
because this idiot tried to say that oh John Stockton can't be considered a top 5 point guard all the time and I'm like but how can he not? This dude tried to hit me with oh I'm not listening to you never saw him play. I'm like to be fair he played in the early
yeah.
2000s. On top of that, that's why we have
I think
highlights.
he retired in what 2000, was it 2003?
Yeah, roughly.
Because that's the year after he retired. That's when
Yeah,
Karl Malone went to the Lakers.
right. So
Yeah.
here's what's funny about it. I tell him that's why we have highlights, bro. And he tells me, "Oh, those don't matter." So I told him, "Okay, so if that don't matter, how is a history teacher able to do their job if they never saw the history happen? Please explain."
Well,
Well, here's the funny part. As soon as I hit him with that, he stops talking, tags me in another video about him saying, "I can't consider Big O Oscar Robertson, for those that don't know. I can't consider him one of the greats when never saw him play." He tags me in that video and says, "This pertains to you, real Macism." So I told him, "Well, thanks for showing the world I'm living rent free in your head." And he blocks me right after that. So I'm like, clearly I won this battle, dog. So you're still soft, buddy. I'll tell you that to your face too. We can get it anytime.
I mean, like John Stockton was he's definitely up there. But if you're talking about into today's,
Oh yeah,
he might
yeah.
not
He
be
moves
on there. Yeah,
down.
he might
Yeah,
not be on the
but
top
it's
five
like
right now.
the reason why I say he has a case is nobody's gonna touch that assist record for quite a long time. Even that steals record is a little bit like closer to where somebody could get it, but it's still a far ways apart. On top of that, he would have a ring if it was not for Jordan. Let's just be honest here.
Probably.
So to me, I'm not saying he has to be in your top five. I'm just saying he has a case to be in your
Oh
top
yeah, for
five.
sure. I'm not gonna deny that.
But going back to the whole gatekeeping thing, like and another point that Sneaker Fetish brought up, like, oh, if something happens in black culture, can you not speak on it? I'm like, to be fair, bro, that conversation requires a little more nuance. Like,
Yeah.
that's not really a good example because yeah, a lot of things have happened, but if you were not educated enough to speak on it, you clearly shouldn't be speaking on
Yeah.
it. And that's where
Understand.
I'll leave it at that. So that's not really a good example of gatekeeping. Like, you sound dumb in saying that. I'm just being honest. Like, that sounds
I,
stupid to me. That's like me sitting here saying something about the transgender community, and I have no knowledge on what the situation is even about.
mm,
Like, I'd feel very ignorant even talking about it, knowing I don't even know what's going on.
yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, but I know a lot of people were mad too about the whole shop in Hawaii. That required you to land a kickflip in 3 tries to be able to purchase the Yuto dunks.
What?
Yeah, and a lot of people were mad. Even I commented on it too. I said, like, it's dumb, but it's funny at the same time.
Hey,
Well, I only said it was dumb because, like, let's be real here. If they're not making you sign a waiver saying if you hurt yourself, it's on you, yeah, you can get sued. Like, let's just keep that a bug. That's where I thought it was dumb. Now, in terms of them, like, trying to let skateboarders get the shoes, I'm not gonna knock that. I'm not. I will say I would have loved to see some video cats trying to kickflip.
yeah.
But what do you think about that?
I mean, it like you said, it's funny, but I mean, yeah, that's gonna be a narrow list of motherfuckers because it ain't.
Exactly.
It's not
On top of
really.
the 3 tries,
Yeah,
like,
only 3 tries. I'm like,
to be
ooh,
fair, like, for those that don't know, like, there's actually a lot of cats, like, they can, like, do, like, some of the hardest tricks, but for some odd reason they struggle with kick flips.
especially flatland.
Yeah, like
If they're jumping down a staircase or something, that's one thing. But just doing a regular, just a flatland kickflip, like
yeah,
a lot of people had, that's not a really
exactly.
easy thing to do if you don't know how to skate like that.
Yeah, so it's kind of like I looked at that one, and it's just I thought it was funny for the most part because like, I could already hear people like being all upset about it. I was just searching through the comments. Like, it was just funny too, because like you could tell like who, like, it was clear as day like who was a skater, who wasn't.
Yeah,
So that made it even funnier.
I mean, you can't knock it, but at the same time, it's like, that shit ain't gonna fly if like
Exactly.
everybody is good. Like every skate shop is like, this is what you got to do to get these dunk. Like, nah.
Now, I will say, like, the whole thing that some shops do, like, they make you wear the shoes out. I actually like that. I don't mind
I have seen that. They started doing that a while ago. There
that.
was like
Yeah,
some
yeah.
shops in Japan that were
Mm-hmm.
doing it, and they were,
I know Culture Kings out in Australia. I think they did it a few times,
yeah.
and I like it because I mean, it's like, bro, you're still getting the box. Like,
There was
if
some
you really
shops,
want to sell them, you
some
can.
of the shops that were doing that wouldn't even let you keep the box.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought was
Yeah, I didn't
crazy.
like that. I'm just like,
Uh,
what you mean? Like, if I'm
exactly,
buying the shoe, I can't have a box.
exactly. Like, bro, I'm paying money. I want
Right. I
everything.
want my shoes in the box.
Exactly. Like, I don't
You know,
mind wearing them out. I don't mind
yeah, I'll wear them out, but damn it, I want my
that.
box.
Exactly.
Because when I put them in here, I mean, I need a box.
Exactly.
I mean, I got a few scattered here and there that ain't got the box no more, but the majority of my shit is in a
Oh
box.
yeah. No,
I'm
I feel you completely. Yeah.
It's like, yeah, and all of these shoes that ain't got no box, motherfuckers is old.
Uh, I did want to ask you about this guy because I spoke about him when I did the episode of the Youngin, the
Mhm.
solo episode. I wanted to talk about the Trollmageddon sneak this episode. Wait, you kind of put me on the
Yeah,
Trollmageddon a little bit.
troll is funny,
Oh
man.
yeah, like I like the dude
I
honestly.
like
Like
troll. Troll
it's
is
like
funny.
going into gate, still staying on gatekeeping. Like imagine if he was like, still saying the same thing, like, oh no, y'all need to buy reps, stop giving money to these resellers. And then like me or you was like, all right, where you get your reps from? I'm gonna keep that to myself. Like that'd be
Sure,
gatekeeping.
but troll
Oh
tell
yeah,
you,
but that's what I
yeah,
like about Troll.
he tell you
And
where you get them from.
exactly, and that's what I really appreciated about his episode. Just the fact of he was very transparent with everything.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah,
that with
and I
everything.
really appreciated that. And
Right.
shout out to Greg as well for having him, because let's be real here. And I even said it on the solo pod. That is one of the main reasons why I will always give Greg his flowers. He does not care what anybody else thinks. He's willing to keep it a buck every time he gets on that mic. So
Right.
for him to even have Trollmageddon on that episode, yeah, it probably did some damage to his fan base. Like, let's keep it a buck here.
Why?
In terms of like, you got those like sneakerheads that are like, oh, you're endorsing fakes now, like them idiots.
Oh man, fuck them.
Exactly my
Like
point.
that. This dude, if troll, like I've been talking to troll on like IG for years now,
mm.
and have you ever seen any of his videos that he makes?
Yeah, I watched one the other day. I was
Man,
cracking up.
dude, he be on there going
Oh
in on
yeah,
cat,
and it
bro.
was
Like,
just funny too, because I'm like, bro, like it's like you be trying so hard not to just laugh out loud, but it's like it just
oh, I
happens.
laugh my ass off watching troll.
Exactly.
That shit
Because
be
I was at work
hilarious.
watching a video, bro. I was trying to contain myself because it was so funny. But he stays out in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
We will definitely have to message him. I would love to have him on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'll hit him up when we go for
Yeah.
SEMA for sure. You hear that, troll? I'm gonna be getting with you in November. Yeah, man. That dude is
Oh
he's
yeah,
hilarious.
yeah. He's
I
a character, man. I
Yeah,
like him. Yeah.
master shit talker. Like that dude, he could talk shit with the best of them.
Oh
I was
yeah,
like,
I saw that
that was
firsthand.
the first time I ever saw one of his videos. That was like the first thing I noticed. I was like, oh, this dude is with the shits.
Yeah. Oh, so Supreme dude leaving. Well, how do you feel about Supreme nowadays?
Uh,
Like, do you even own any Supreme?
yeah, unfortunately.
Why you say
Well, not
unfortunately?
clothes, but I have shoes.
Oh, okay. Well, why you say unfortunately?
Cause everyone that's associated with that now, within like the last 6 years or so, it's like hype beast magnet. Like when I was in pharmacy school, shout to my man Alton. He I had just met him. He was in my class. This dude was like obsessed. It was like he'd be on his phone, check like, yo, the Supreme drop about to be Supreme. I'm like, yo, you need to relax, bro. Like him and Alexis.
Ah,
Alexis is funny, man. Shout out to Alexis wherever you at, man. That dude was hilarious. And he was on that shit too. Like, oh man, the Supreme about to drop
oh,
Supreme. I'm like, yo,
like I have my Supreme backpack. I mean, I got that thing for steel, so why not? And then I have the Andre 3000 shirt that dropped like earlier this year. Supreme, I've never really been big on. It's just like they have some things I like, some things I don't.
I've never had. No, I take that back. I'm lying. I had one Supreme shirt way back in the day. Like back when the box logo was like
Mm,
new kinda. This was like in the 2000s when I had it. It was like a
yeah.
long time ago. And back then, it was a predominantly like skate
Oh yeah.
brand.
Hmm.
There wasn't really too many people wearing Supreme unless you were in the skate community in
Oh
some
yeah.
way.
Or it's like you kind of like just found it
Yeah.
randomly.
And
Yeah.
now it's like everybody
Everybody.
is this hype beast.
Everybody has at least one Supreme, like anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Now the newest Supreme that I have, it's somewhere in this madness. Um the Supreme the Dunks,
Oh.
the elephant print one,
Oh yeah.
the red pair, I think is from like 2000, was it 2011?
Yeah, I know which ones.
Yeah, those I have those, and then I have the high top ones from 2003.
Yeah. Well, you know,
They kind of beat up, but
dude leaving because if I read correctly, he hadn't even been there very long in that creative director role,
mm,
and he already left. And he said it was due to systemic racism. Now, here's my first thing with it. I'm not surprised.
I was
Like,
about to say, are
if
you
you're really
surprised? Like,
surprised, then there's
mm,
something wrong with you. Because
yeah,
it's like,
come on,
for
man.
one, let's be real here. No company really has ever give like big time like global company
Hmm.
has ever really given black folks like their fair shot at things. Like let's just start off there.
Yeah,
Like you see a shift kind of happening at times, but it's like to me, I don't feel like it's good enough, especially when you're a fashion brand that literally is built off the back of minorities for
and you
that
saw
matter.
what Gucci did,
Exactly.
you know.
Oh, yeah, we ain't even gonna talk
Yeah, yeah,
about
you know what I'm
that
saying? Like,
one.
come on, man.
But it's like, bro, like, just I didn't really feel shocked about it when I heard it, but at the same time, it's like I almost felt like he should have just stuck it out and really tried to like change
Like, make a
things.
difference in, yeah,
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 because it's like it, bro. We'll probably get into this later with the top 10, but racism as a whole, I absolutely hate it so much. Like, it's one of those things that, like, really grinds my gears because it's like, I hate that it literally holds back minorities. On top of that, even just speaking for myself, I tell people all the time, like, being black in America, it almost feels like you can literally do some of the most incredible things and the goalpost continuously moves.
sure,
And that's what I've always hated. Like you always feel like you can never do things good enough. So you just keep trying to raise the bar. And every time you catch the bar, it's moved.
sure,
So that's where I say you gotta be willing to take the lick sometimes to kind of spark change, but at the same time, I understand when people get tired of it.
sure.
So that's really just my take on it. if dude felt that was the best thing for him, hey, I'm fully with him. I just kind of wish he would have stuck it out.
Yeah, I mean, he could have probably tried to do something with it,
Yeah,
but
but like there obviously there's always more to the story and all that.
sure,
Just from what I was reading, like yeah, it did sound pretty bad. Like I think he said only 10% of like the creative like space was made up of either blacks or just
like minorities
minorities
in
as a
general.
whole.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then apparently, like they didn't want to do this collaboration with a black artist that he was really high on, which I could understand that because I'm like, he is the creative director,
sure.
so I
He
could
should
get
have some
that
say
part.
in that.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
yeah. So hey, I wish dude well because I forgot the name of his brand, which his brand actually just collabed with Dior recently.
Oh Lord, more Dior collabs.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, hey,
that seems to be the target nowadays.
yeah. Yeah, but honestly, though, that's why I've never really been big on luxury brands. Like, I guess
Neither
you
have
could
I.
say like Sakai is technically a luxury brand, but even
Uh,
then, they do pretty well with like branching out to different cultures,
yeah, I mean, for me, when I think luxury brand, I'm thinking like
like Gucci,
Gucci,
Dior,
Fendi, Dior, yeah,
Burberry.
that type of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Like I've never been a big fan,
Me
honestly.
either.
It's just
It's not my style.
like even Louis Vuitton. I'm like Louis Vuitton has had a couple pieces that I liked here and there, but even then, I'm like I probably just would not buy it.
I mean, it was big in my era
Oh
growing
yeah.
up,
Oh,
like in the
everybody
early
had Louis
2000s.
Vuitton.
You had like, I mean, this was like the era where cats had like fucking Burberry Tims and
Mm.
Louis Vuitton, on everything, Gucci print on everything. Like this was like the early 2000s where it was like being flashy like that was like cool.
Oh
And
yeah.
then Kanye kind of took Louis to a whole different stratosphere, and then it just became something else.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, what else can really be done though to like change things? Because it's like
Now I'm not gonna sit here and lie.
okay,
Yes, growing up in that era, I did think Burberry Tims were fire. I'm not even gonna lie to
I
you.
bet you did.
Well, I like plaid.
That's
So
fair.
it's just like a pair of Tims with plaid on. I was like, bro, those are dope. But did I ever get a pair? Nah. But I mean,
Hey, look, that is
I
fair.
thought it was cool just because it was plaid. It was like Tims with plaid on it. Like I
That
thought it
is
was dope.
fair. I ain't gonna knock it.
So what you think about the sports landscape with these Saudi Arabian cats like basically just taking over?
It's nuts. I will start off with that. Like,
These dudes is paying crazy money.
bruh, the problem is though, it's coming because like really when they bought the Live Golf,
Mm-hmm.
that was what I really like had to like start like dang like because I mean Formula One they've been heavy in Formula One for a good minute now. Uh, that I'm big into that sport, so it really wasn't shocking considering they go into a couple Middle Eastern countries.
Mm-hmm.
Um, now, when they signed Ronaldo, N'Golo Kante, and they tried to go after Messi and Mbappe, I was like, oh, they really trying to take over. But here's the funny
They can
thing.
afford it.
Here's the funny thing. Apparently, with the Live Golf, some like golfers were like, I don't know if I want to play for them because I just don't agree with their philosophies, their like morals and government things. I get that. I get that. Now, the issue I have was with the money they paid. Like, are you gonna put that to the side or
Facts. I'm like,
like,
because these cats, like, I was talking to someone else about it, and I was like, dude, these like Middle Eastern cats have like basically unlimited money.
mm-hmm.
There is no cap.
Hey, did
Like
you
they
see what
can
they're
give
about to
you.
build? The line,
Oh yeah,
bro. I'm like, Like, bro, how do they have all this
The
money?
oil,
Oh
man.
yeah, I feel that, but still, my god, dang.
And you got the now they talking about they want to start a basketball league. And I'm like, bro, if they do, which I think they've already, it's in the works,
Mm-hmm.
they are going to steal so many NBA
Oh
players
yeah.
and so many of the big talent players in Europe,
Mm-hmm.
all of them.
Crazy, right?
If they do make a basketball league, I bet you in a couple of years, your man Jokic is gonna be playing over there.
I wouldn't doubt it.
He gonna be able to be close to home, and he gonna be able to make way more money than he's making in the
Oh yeah.
NBA. Yeah, he out of here,
Well, on top of that, he just
out of
won a
here.
chip, so it's like I got nothing else left to prove. Like I proved I was one of the best
Right,
players
this
ever.
man got MVP.
Twice,
He got,
should be three times, but
he got a chip now.
I
You know,
highly regarded as one of the greatest centers we've ever seen.
oh yeah, he's already probably top 10 all
Oh
time.
yeah, I could actually argue he might have just creeped into that top five, maybe.
They not gonna put him over Russell or Wilt or Shaq or Hakeem. So I mean that's
Number
already four.
number five.
So I'm like, number five, that would be tricky.
Well, here's my problem. Well, we'll save that discussion for another day. Anyways, yeah,
But I
with
could.
them just investing into a PFL
Oh,
too, I'm like,
that
oh
yeah.
my god! Like I've been saying this for years. Like, if you were in the UFC, yes, you are in arguably the best like MMA like promotion in the world.
Talent wise,
Yes,
yes.
but if you really want to go make some money, go to one championship, go to PFL, heck, go to Bellator, bro.
Nah, not Bellator.
Oh, not anymore.
Dude, there has been talk that
Am I go under?
PFL was actually gonna buy him out.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Well, I more so say any other league because think about it. As soon as they took away like being able to wear the sponsors on your shorts, like
Yeah,
that killed a lot of people's pockets.
they
Which
did.
I don't get why they took it away because it's like, bro, you just wanted a uniform. You
Mm-hmm.
had the Venom deal. You can let people put sponsors on those shorts. Like I don't really get it.
It's because they want everyone to be the same.
I guess, but it's still kind of dumb.
Of course,
Yeah.
I when they took that away, I was heated.
Oh
I
yeah.
was because I actually thought that was dope. You had like
Exactly.
fighters come in with
Like
different shorts
yeah,
with
custom shorts.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was different. The walkout shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, I got a few of them still in the closet now.
See?
I got some. I got like the GSP Affliction shirt,
Oh yeah.
and those
Hey,
shirts were dope.
hey man, tap out, man. That was my brand, bro.
I got tap out. I got
Yep.
a few tap out. I got tap out, throwdown, MMA Elite,
Oh yeah.
Affliction. I got quite a few of them in
Mm-hmm.
there. And I
Yeah,
mean, no, that was what was fun about the sport was
exactly. It was
seeing
just
the
different.
different clothes and
Yeah.
what people are wearing. But
Yeah. But Saudis, man, trying to take over sports, pretty much everything.
oh, Saudis got the money to do it.
Well,
They can
apparently,
start their own promotion in pretty much or league in any sport, and
oh
they would
yeah.
be able to clean up.
Well, I mean, it's crazy too, just what else they're doing. Like, because apparently, from what I heard, we just kicked them out of Arizona because I don't know if you knew they owned a lot of the water rights out here to grow alfalfa.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Do you know about that?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So apparently, it's illegal for them to grow it out there because you need so much water to grow it.
Hmm.
So they came out here and were using Arizona specifically. Apparently, we just kicked them out from
Man.
what somebody was telling me. I don't know how true it is. Please fact check me if I'm wrong or I need a little more info. But yeah, it's just crazy what they doing, bro.
Yeah,
Hey,
man.
but it's like
Gotta
at
get
the
that
end of the
money,
day, I
bro.
can't knock it.
Get that money.
Exactly, I can't knock it at the end of the day.
Because if you look at like the Euro League, how they say that the players in the Euro League aren't NBA quite.
Well, it's just the game's different over
Well,
there.
the game's different, but when you look at, all right, prime example, Shane Larkin.
Oh, yeah.
He was a backup point guard, barely, in
Mm-hmm.
the NBA. Mans is a superstar in Europe.
Oh
You know, he's one of the better players in the Euro League, and that's usually how it is. It's like role players and you know 6 men and backup players here. They go to the Euro League and they're superstars.
yeah. Oh yeah.
So imagine if they open this league, this Saudi league. They're
Mm-hmm.
gonna take all of those stars in Europe are probably gonna go play there because they're gonna make twice as much money.
Mm-hmm. Well, even then too, with WWE going over there the past few years, like that was like a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's like,
I mean, they already had their hooks into the UFC. Where the hell do y'all think Fight Island was at?
oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like who built Fight Island? Then you got the was it UFC shit, what was it? Was it 117 or one something? It was in the one teens. 112, 115, 17, something, one of them. It was over there.
Mm.
These cats literally built the arena just for the UFC.
Mm. Dang.
And the arena was badass.
Oh yeah.
I was like, damn, they literally built that shit in like 5 months
I just found out
just for the
apparently
UFC
they're
to
close
come
to
here.
bankrupting Dubai.
Really?
Yeah, because Dubai has the tallest building in the world.
Yeah.
Saudi's trying to build an even bigger one. Like, yeah, it might be rap, bro.
Shit, Dubai is like that's one of them places everybody talks about.
I
That's
know.
supposed to be the
You
shit,
might have to look into trying to get some of them repo cars over there.
bruh. They just be abandoning them shits.
Exactly.
They just leave them sitting there.
I'm like, fam, what's
I'm
up?
like, what? I'm like, I'll take a couple of those. Like, I mean, we
like, you don't want it? Give me.
Right. They say that it's like the people know they there. They just don't care. They just leave it. It's like, I mean, as long, hey, I can get that thing shipped over here, get a key cut, boom, done. We in there.
Amen. Yeah. Well, top 10 pet peeves.
Man.
So you want to do a couple honorable mentions? Well, did you actually make a list this time?
Man. I started to, but I'm like, I got too many, bro. I got more than 10.
I mean, bro, as long as you got 10, that's fine. Because I had more than 10. That's why I said honorable. Look, how about this? We're gonna do 3 honorable mentions each. How about this? Is that fair?
That's whatever you want to do. This is your list. This is your thing.
All right. So, first honorable mention: racism. Obviously,
we'll put that on mine too. We'll put that racism.
Like it's just. Do I really need to explain?
Yeah, I'm about to say that's a pretty self.
If I gotta explain, you might be the problem.
Yeah, exactly. That should be pretty self-explanatory at this point.
If you need an explanation, I don't think you need to be watching this podcast. You need to go do some self-awareness thinking.
He said some self-awareness.
Yeah. Number 2, counting people's pockets.
Yeah, pocket watching that's definitely one of mine.
Yeah. Number 3. You got one?
I would have to say honorable mention just because it's something that annoys me.
Okay. I can already feel where this is going.
People that drive slow in the fast lane.
Yeah.
It's just like, bruh, what are you doing? Right. You get in the damn fast lane and you trying to keep it moving. These cats on the freeway doing like 45.
Right.
I was like, what are you doing?
Right.
It's just like, get in the slow lane if you're going to drive that. I mean, you shouldn't even be driving that slow in the slow lane.
Oh, yeah. Facts,
not on the freeway.
Facts. I agree 100%. All right. Well, I'll do my list 10-1. Number 10 is gonna sound crazy, so I'm gonna have to explain. Settling for mediocrity.
Okay.
Now, there's a particular group of people that basically, what's the term I'm thinking of? They basically get rewarded for being mediocre.
That was definitely in my top 10 participation trophies.
Yeah. Now, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
explain who that group of people are. I'm gonna let you figure
Oh,
it out.
I got a feeling.
Now, look, it's kind of like with this podcast and all that. I hate doing things halfway. You've clearly seen this. I don't like to do things halfway. It's either you're all in or don't do it at all.
Fair enough.
Or if you do it and it doesn't meet expectations, okay, how do you get better to make sure you meet those expectations? That's how I treat it as.
Yeah.
Like it's more so like I guess I could say slash like settling for mediocrity slash not continuously improving.
And it's like, okay, well, you did we both had that the first one, the participation trophies.
Yeah, yeah.
So with yours being the settling for mediocrity, mine is refusing to grow.
That's your number 10.
Now, when you say one, I'm gonna go after you.
Okay, okay.
And that's mine.
Refusing to grow. Okay, okay.
It's like if you know that in order for you to get to the next step, you need to grow in some way, and you just refuse to do it. That's
I
annoying
respect
to me.
it. No, I definitely respect it.
It's just like, why would you want to stay still?
Oh yeah. Hey, I definitely respect that 100%. Number 9. I feel like you're gonna agree. Nosiness.
Damn it, that's on my list.
Bro,
Yes.
I can't stand nosy people. Like I
can't.
get irritated very easily. Like, cause
I mean, it's a difference between being inquisitive and being nosy.
yeah, like bro, like do you
it's
need
a
to know
difference.
every little detail? Like every little detail. Like, do you really need to know?
Like, bro, come on.
Like, bro, like who you talking to? Oh, where were you at? Like, bro, calm down. Calm down. Like it gets to a point I get so irritated I just won't talk. Like,
where'd you go? Who was there? Who came with you?
How much did you pay?
Right.
Like, dang.
Like,
do I need to basically just document the whole thing? Like,
what did you wear? Like, man.
Oh yeah. So number 9.
Okay.
You
number 9. This might irritate some of the gatekeepers a little bit, but I hate it when people try to tell other people how to dress.
I could
Like if they say, like they see you wear something and they're like, okay, prime example. When I was in Colorado, I was hanging out with my boy Mike. I had on some khakis, and this was in like 2007.
Mm-hmm.
Famous Stars and Straps shirt,
Mm-hmm.
and some Osiris shoes. This chick this white girl came up to me and was like, "You can't wear those clothes. You're not white." And I was like, "Oh, what? Hold up! Like, so you gonna tell me I can't dress the way I want to dress because I'm not white?"
That's a new one.
Like, come
That's
on,
a new
dog.
one, actually.
Yeah, she called me out like in front of everybody. You can't wear that. You're not white. I was like, what? Now my boy Mike he's dressed kind of a similar skater clothes type fit. Now Mike looks white, but he's actually like Mexican and something else. And she didn't say nothing to him.
I bet.
But Oh yeah, she came at my head though. I was just like, Mike died laughing. I was just like, it
That's
was kind of
funny.
funny. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
Even I had to laugh. I was like, did that really
oh
just happen?
man, you know, you think that gonna roast people the wrong way? My number eight really gonna roast people the wrong way. Wanna be pro black people.
Wanna be pro black?
Wanna be. Like, bro, like, here's my problem. Like, for example, I get very irritated with this. So, oh, buy black, support black businesses. Yeah, you say that until they don't give you that discount.
That's
Or it's, if you're going to say that, shouldn't that include everybody that's black? Like, I'm just saying. Like, for example, I'll be the first to tell you, I don't like Candace Owens. I think she's kind of an idiot. But I do have to admit, even a broken clock tells time. Like when she made her comment about Juneteenth, saying that it's ghetto and not real. Now the ghetto part was stupid, but the not real part, I kind of felt it because I'm like, to be fair, are we really free? Like, are we? That's where that even a broken clock tells time. Like, are we really free as black people?
that brings up one on my list too. I guess that is kind of wanna be pro black. Is like when when like you have like us as minorities,
Mm-hmm.
and it's usually like my black friends
Mm-hmm.
that do this. They will give you shit because you're dating someone that's not of your race, but then they go and they'll do the same,
Oh, that's
you know.
funny.
And it's just like,
And
how what?
that ties into my number one, but I'll save that.
It's like a couple of the homies back that I grew up with. These cats are like on some wannabe pro black shit.
Oh yeah, you told me
Yeah,
about
they
them.
used to date white girls heavy back when we was in high
Oh, and
school.
then
And it's like now
as
all of a
soon as
sudden
like
it's like,
Black
oh
Lives
right.
Matter happened,
Yeah, they're just
it
like, oh,
switched.
you
Like,
can't be dating white girls. It's like, who the fuck are you talking to? It's like, how many white chicks have you dated? That don't matter. Yeah, it do
it
matter.
kind of
Like,
does.
don't be a hypocrite. Uh,
Exactly. Hey,
which
look,
brings me to my next one on the list: hypocrisy. Oh my god.
that's my number one.
It's like I'm not going in no particular order, but hypocrisy has got to be at the top for me.
Oh yeah.
I'm like,
Well,
dude.
so let's say that one. Let's say
Yeah,
that.
we'll get into
What's your number eight? What's your
we'll
number
get
eight?
into that. People in the car world that try to act like they are like that guy.
I
It's
feel
just like,
you.
come on, dog.
I
Like,
feel you. Well, actually, I could even tie that into it's like the whole respect all builds thing. And let me just say this.
the main motherfuckers talking about respect all builds don't respect all
But
builds.
here's my thing with it. For one, it's your money, your car. You do with what you
Exactly.
please.
Do what you
But
want
then
to do.
my first question is
What is a build?
exactly
What is a
like if
build?
you're just saying coilovers and wheels that's not a build. I'm sorry, that's not a build. Coilovers and wheels, just those two. That's not a build. That's the start of a build.
Sure.
I think that's a fair thing to say, and that's not even me like trying to hate. I'm just saying, like, bro, like
Wheels and coilovers.
finish the car,
Yeah,
and then we'll come back to
it's
this.
like the coilovers and the wheels is a start, but you got to tie all of it in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah,
do something else to tie it all together. It's like, don't,
yeah,
but those cats kill me, man. They
yeah.
come out with their car thinking they the shit, and it's just like, bruh.
Oh yeah. Trust me, I met plenty of them. I've met plenty of them. So my number seven, which this could be towards any stupid questions. Let me just start
That's
off
on
by
my
saying
list too.
this.
Stupid question.
Let me just start off with this. Yes, there is such thing as a stupid question. I don't care
Sure.
what your third grade teacher told you. There is such thing as a stupid question.
Yes, it is.
Like, and I consider stupid questions like, nigga, you could have just Googled that and got an answer. Like,
See, for me, stupid questions is like you stating, like,
The
Yeah,
obvious.
you asking a question about something that's obvious. Like, what? Like, that would be like somebody asking me, talking
What?
about some, like, damn, so are those Jordans?
Nigga.
Is that really a question? Fuck you mean? Like, you don't see the jump man on the motherfucker? Like,
Oh my god. Yeah. So
especially if you wearing like a pair of shoes that's like an obvious thing, like Jordan 11s. Like, bruh, is a Jordan 11. I mean, what kind of a question is that? But you have people that will ask stupid questions like that.
hmm So I think it's fair to say that's both our number seven.
Yeah,
All
stupid
right.
questions for sure.
All right. Number six, you go like pointless arguments.
That's on my list too.
Yeah,
Oh my god,
okay.
I
So
hate
we're on
that.
the same boat.
Yeah, I
Like,
hate that.
right, like for one, like I get it's a misconception with my family that I like to argue. I don't like to argue. I just like to find a solution
Right.
to the problem.
If I'm and it's like, I know for me, I can get a little over analytical at times,
Yes.
but I'm asking questions because I'm trying to figure out how to come to a solution. I'm
Exactly.
not asking questions because I'm attacking you or trying to argue with you. Like, I'm trying to, like, okay, why do you feel this way about that?
Mm-hmm.
Well, how did you come to that? Like, how did you get there? All
Exactly.
right. Well, have you ever thought about it from this standpoint?
Mm-hmm.
And then it just
Absolutely.
blows up from the, what were you at? It's just like, are we really doing this right now?
Yeah, it's just like,
Yeah.
come
It's
on.
like, come on, man.
All right. So, both are number six. And all right. Number five, obnoxious sports fans. Bruh. For one, like, I'll put it to you this way. I've never been to a football game
Hmm?
in person. I've never been. You know why? Because I don't like most football fans because they are the type of people that think their team knows that they exist, so they have to go to war for their team.
I, man, it would, for me, Cowboys fans and Steelers fans are probably the worst. But
Yes, absolutely. But even
I got some of y'all. My man Victor, that's my dog. He's a Steelers fan, but he's not like obnoxious
oh
about it.
yeah, like I say
You
all the
know?
time, like I like cracking my jokes with Tim, but Tim one of the chiller Cowboys fans I know.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it's just poking the bear like fun.
I got like a handful of Cowboys fans
But
that's
even
just
I'll say
all
it,
right.
there's even some 49ers fans I don't like because it's just like,
Yeah.
bro, it's too much
Yeah,
at
y'all do
times.
they
Like,
y'all
bro,
be doing a lot.
chill.
Be doing a lot.
Like, I'm like, bro, the team does not know we exist. It's not like they're calling me after, I just fist fought with somebody about the team. Like, hey, I appreciate you. We gonna shoot you some tickets, some merch. Like, they're
Right.
not doing that,
Right.
bro.
Facts.
Like,
Like,
hey,
you don't
everybody
know.
knows I'm a big Clippers fan. I will defend my team, especially when I hear some BS. But I know there's a point where it's like, you know what?
You're doing too
Cool.
much. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
doing too much.
Yeah. Because hey, even we got this basketball special coming out soon. I don't like that the Clippers literally have the toughest schedule out of anybody this year. We have the most back to backs. We had to play 3 games in 4 days. Like the most travel miles out of any team.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, and this is all factual. And yet, I still get people talking about like, "Oh, you guys have Kawhi and PG. Why can't y'all get it done, bro? You're literally stacking the odds against
Man, yeah, they
it."
got Kawhi and PG, but them niggas don't even play back to backs half the time,
Exactly. So,
especially
like,
Kawhi.
bro.
Like, shit.
Yeah. What's your number five, though?
People that people that I can't, how do I word this one? Like those kids that like to argue that LeBron is the GOAT, but then they have like no facts.
I knew this was.
That drives me absolutely insane.
Well, it's funny. I've been meaning to tell you about the story. So the bronze sexual I work with.
Uh-huh.
So we were talking because one of the cats at the job, he's from Ohio, and he was telling us about like, yeah, man, like I remember watching Braun like when he was coming up in high school and all that, and like I knew he was gonna be great. And then Chad saw that he's like, that's why he's the greatest of all time. Jordan ain't have no competition. I'm like, wait, what? Like I'm really over here like, do you know how many cats would have rings if Jordan was not there?
I mean, like that is you ask
Like heck,
like
Hakeem only got like what 1, 2
two.
because Jordan wasn't there.
Yeah, he got back to back,
Yeah,
and
so it's like, bro.
I look at it like this: you'll ask these random cats questions like, who had the better offensive game? Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the better defender? Jordan.
Oh
Who
yeah,
got more championships? Jordan.
Jordan.
Okay, so how is LeBron the GOAT?
Uh,
Oh, yeah, shut your ass
well,
up.
here's
Like,
the thing I had to break down to him because I told him for one, like Jordan had to go against some of the greatest we've ever seen.
like they give
And heck,
they give LeBron passes for shit. Like they talked about oh well he's Jordan didn't have a run like LeBron and he did. I'm like, bruh, like have you looked at Jordan's stats as a rookie? Like Jordan's rookie stats was on par with like MVP Kobe. They go on these arguments and
oh yeah,
they don't use facts.
mm-hmm.
It's like all you can say about it is Jordan 6-0. It's like, dude, you can look at his whole career
Well,
and point out
the
things
only problem
why.
I have when you make that debate, because even me and my boss, we talk about this all the time, because he's a couple years older than you,
Mm.
and like I tell him, like I told him I got so tired of the debate years ago that I say like, bruh, it all boils down to eras. Like that's the way you have to look at it.
Well, I look at it based off of
Well,
statistics.
well, not even just that though. Like that's a good one too.
Statistics and accomplishments.
But here's the problem though. They don't even play the same position.
Well, here's where I go with this. This is what I mean by that.
Okay.
Now, you put the statistics into context
Mm-hmm.
when you do it. If you compare LeBron to other players at his positions that have played X amount of games, and then you compare Jordan to people at his position playing X amount of games, Jordan is on a whole different stratosphere than everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, LeBron he's up there.
Oh yeah.
But he ain't.
But of course, you got to look
level.
at the times too, like him playing the point guard predominantly versus playing small forward.
Nah, he played the wing.
Well, I'm saying though, the times that he has had to play point guard, like you have to factor that in.
He's been a point forward basically.
Oh yeah,
his whole
I feel
career.
you.
Yeah,
but it's just like it's certain things you have to add too, like.
Well,
but no, I feel your point on that.
That's why his assists
are
better.
Yeah,
but he's gonna have more rebounds, obviously,
of
because
course.
he's bigger and he.
Oh yeah, but that argument, I just kind of dead it every time.
It's more so that like what annoys me about it is that people that don't even know anything about, all they know is LeBron from 2016 to now. And it's just like, what the hell are you talking about?
The only problem I have with the Jordan side, a lot of cats that I used to debate this with, they would never talk about when Jordan was losing before he got Scottie on the team.
Then that's why Jordan was it. It was basically playing 1-on-5.
Exactly. But I'm like, bro, if you're going to talk about
but you got to put that into context. Look at the teams he was playing.
Oh yeah,
he played his rookie year. He played against that Celtics team that had what 4 or 5 Hall of Famers.
But even then, though, it's like
that '86 Celtics team is one of the best teams in history.
Oh yeah, but you have to talk about everything. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
I was
shy away from the losing.
And I was telling a cat at work, like, bro, like if it was not for the bad boys, Detroit Pistons team, Jordan would not have became who he was. Like, bro.
Oh, they beat the hell out of
Jordan.
Jordan.
Yeah, he credits them for making him get in the workout room, put on that extra weight. Like,
sure.
literally, if it was not for that team pretty much demolishing him, yeah, he was not going to win those titles.
Nah, he was. Scotty had to come into his own as well.
Exactly.
You know?
So it's like, that's why I just say there's a lot of factors.
I mean,
but at the end of the day,
how many All-Stars has Michael Jordan won with?
One, right? Yep. I was about to say,
How
yeah,
many
Rodman
has
wasn't.
LeBron played with over his career?
Oof, like 5, I think, just off the top
Bosh,
of my head.
Wade, Kyrie, Kevin Love, Anthony Davis.
Well, I'm glad you said
Like, I mean,
Chris Bosh was an all-star, because
yeah.
people always try to argue he was a superstar. I'm like, no.
Well, he was.
He was an all-star.
No, before he joined that Miami Heat team, Chris Bosh was the guy in Toronto.
Yeah, because he had to be. That's the same thing I say with Devin Booker.
He was the best player.
Exactly, but that doesn't.
Chris Bosh was nice,
but that doesn't automatically make you. I consider superstars like elite players.
Well, I wouldn't say superstar, but
that's what I'm saying.
He was definitely a
star.
Yeah,
he was the guy.
Sure.
Yeah,
he was a star.
But
for sure.
I'm saying, like, when I think of superstars, I consider them elite players.
Oh no, superstar.
That's my point.
Yeah. No, you're right on that one.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah.
That's why I say Chris Bosh was not a superstar. He was definitely an all-star.
Yeah, he was a star.
Yeah.
Star player, but not a superstar.
But I mean, it's very like that's a pretty fair like pet peeve. I don't argue with that one. That's why I say I just leave that one to it matters on eras, man.
I'm just like,
now at the end of the day, like, Jordan is the GOAT. Like, he has to be.
I'm like, but I could use that. I use it in basketball because that's what I hear it in the most.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, don't come arguing shit if you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't bringing facts, then don't argue it.
Well, it's like even because I'm big into motocross and all that too. Mm-hmm. And obviously, you think who's the greatest there? Ricky Carmichael.
Sure.
But I always have to bring up, if James Stewart is not on your Mount Rushmore, it's wrong. Because literally,
I would put him on there.
Well, he has to be because you know the Scrub, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he did that on accident, and just him doing it on accident transcended the sport so much that now if you can't do it, you're not gonna last. Like, that's how crazy it is. So that's why I say, if he's not on your Mount Rushmore of the greatest in that sport, your list is already wrong. Or you're just racist. That's all I'm saying. But no, I feel you, though. So number 4. It was tough not to put this in my top 3. But at the same time, it aligns with my third one. But I'll get to that shortly. Quitting before trying. I hate it so much. I'm like for one thing I've tried to remove from my thought process, the 2 words, I can't. I've tried to remove that thought process out of my head because, for one, I don't know unless I try to do it. And if you already tell yourself before you even try, I can't do this, you already failed. You lost.
Yeah.
So that's just my thing.
I would say for me,
that's your number 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Adults, especially ones that are like my age, that still act like they're 15.
Yeah.
That's really annoying.
I feel that.
It's just like, bruh, like, and then they try to like act like they that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, how you gonna try to act like you that nigga? But you still live with your mom and dad. You don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got no responsibilities, but it's like you trying to be that nigga. You know?
I'm gonna hold my tongue a little bit on this one.
It's like we all know that person.
Oh yeah, we know plenty of them.
And it's just like, what? Like, really? Like, that to me is just like, if you ain't doing nothing, like really doing something, then don't be out here trying to stunt like you got it like that. Talking about, oh yeah, like I got these fresh ass Travis Scotts. Yeah, but you took the bus to go pick them up, right?
Yeah.
You ain't got no you ain't got no car. You had to
uh,
borrow your mama car to go get
so
them.
what's up, man? You want to just say some names, or what's
You know what I'm
up?
saying?
You want to say some names?
Say some names.
I feel like you was like, wait, like, you know what? I'm talking about you.
Nah. I ain't gonna put them out
All
there.
right, all
We
right.
don't want. I don't want to embarrass them like that
Fair enough.
because
Uh,
they know what it is.
fair enough. So my number three, constant complaining.
Yeah, that's mine too. That's on my list too.
Like,
Yeah,
bro,
it's like,
I'm
bro, move
sorry,
along.
but you know,
Especially if it's over something stupid.
exactly, or it's like the littlest. Here's where I will fully agree with with some of these like ignorant women takes. Like, it's very feminine to me to constantly complain, especially like about little things.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's soft.
Oh, you talking about like when men do it? I'm
Yeah.
talking about people. Period.
Oh, well,
It's
people
like,
doing
ugh.
it in general, like, yeah, I still think it's
It's
soft.
just like, what are you really like? What are you complaining about? Like, what?
Exactly. Like,
Is
bro. Well, the problem I have with it is like, me owning a business, like me constantly complaining is basically me just wasting the time I could have been figuring out a solution.
right? Yeah, exactly. It's just like,
Because
what?
it's like at
That's
the
how
end of
I
the
feel
day,
about it. Don't.
I know what I signed up for.
It's like don't complain and constantly complain if you're not
Or
trying to figure out how to fix it.
even I talk about this all the time. We're in an era, excuse me, that is literally trying to preach to everyone. Oh, anybody can own a business. No, not just anybody can do
Oh,
it.
that drives me insane.
I'm
All
sorry,
of these
but
people talking about some. Oh man,
you
you
can
gotta work. You
boss
gotta
up, like,
boss. Yeah, boss up. Work
but
for yourself.
I'm like, bro,
Like,
like half of y'all don't have the work ethic to even like do it.
it's not just that, but it's also the fact that you try to talk to these people about doing this, but it's like you yourself having your own business. It's like you're telling people to boss up and work for themselves,
But what are you
but
doing?
it's like your ass might not get paid for 3 months.
Exactly. Like, you don't know what the outcome is half the time.
It's like you tell him like what if these people ain't trying to put themselves in that type of position?
Exactly.
It's
Like,
like
it's not for everyone.
it's
Like,
like
heck,
con-
like
consistent money is key, and it's
I
like if
I
you
keep
ain't
it a buck. I have a 9 to 5 because I'm still that's funding my businesses.
right, exactly.
But that's the smart way to do it. Like, heck, I just told my nephew, like, because he was telling me, like, yeah, Unc, I'm looking for a 9 to 5 right now. Like, I can sell shirts, but it's just not coming as fast as I want. I'm tired of always like spending all the money I made off the shirts, reinvesting it, and still not having any bread. And I'm like, see, that's where I know your head is on straight
Mm-hmm.
because you realize you need something to help you survive slash fund your side hustle.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's probably
That's
my
just being
biggest thing.
smart. It's like you go into that shit being blind
Yeah,
and dumb.
but
You gonna fail quick.
it's like the whole like you know talk about like boss up and all that, and it's like, oh yeah, but it just seems so hard. Like, I don't even know how to like start, and I'm like, bro, Google, like, or ask somebody. Nobody's gonna fault you for asking a question because heck, I would not have known how to start my business if I did not ask plenty of people.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
all the information is out there.
right. It's like if you want to do it, I mean, asking the right questions is always
Exactly.
where to start.
And it's like you
Not
have to be.
stupid questions, but the
Well,
right
here's the
questions.
thing: you're gonna feel dumb at times asking certain questions. Like, that just comes with it.
I honestly, I never feel dumb asking questions about shit that I don't know no more.
Exactly. Like, but some people may. So
It's
I'm
like
just
if you,
letting you
it's like
know,
if
if
you
you
don't
don't get
know,
over that, then
right?
you're not gonna make it.
If you don't know nothing about it, then ask as many questions as you need. I
Exactly.
mean, if you don't know, you don't know.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but it's like if you're not willing to work hard and all that, like if you're complaining about working, like, and you're trying to own a business, you're not gonna succeed. I'm sorry. Like, go work for somebody else because that's way easier than owning a business. Let's just get that out the way now.
That ties me into another one of mine.
Uh,
It's like
what you got?
hearing adults complain about paying bills.
Yeah. You know,
It's like, are you kidding?
well, here's my thing with complaining.
Especially if the bills are not like, if you say you got a roommate and your mama and daddy bought you your car, you still own their insurance, so you ain't paying for that. You know what I'm saying? But you pay, say you pay, you got your own spot with a roommate.
Oh
Y'all
yeah,
split the rent and y'all split
and
utilities,
you
all of
still
that,
complaining like,
and you
what are you
complaining. It's
complaining
like, what are you
about?
really?
Oh yeah, no, I feel you there. I
It's
do.
like, as an adult, you shouldn't be complaining about paying your bills.
Oh yeah,
It kind of comes with the
I
territory.
get the whole getting flustered every once in a while. I get that, but it's like, bro, you're an adult. Like,
I mean, getting flustered and, maybe some shit comes up that you gotta, drop some bread on. So
like
you're gonna be
dang, like I
right. You're
didn't
gonna
want to
be a
do
little
that.
tight for a minute.
Yeah.
You know, I can understand you being a little, a little up in the air about that.
Mm-hmm.
That because it happens.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh
as
yeah,
an
one
adult,
hundred percent.
you got to figure that out. It's like, don't like it's like, don't act like because you're an adult, like you shouldn't have to pay bills.
Exactly.
It's just like, bro, we all of us pay bills. Like,
Amen.
if you're a self-sufficient adult, you pay your bills. You need to know how to do that. Like, that's
Oh
something you
yeah.
need to know how to do.
Oh yeah.
And I'll
100%.
be hearing these people complaining about that shit. Oh, they do their
So
bills. What?
my number two problem is I kind of want to switch it.
What do you mean?
So I have bad time management, but I feel like that could be for anything. I always want to put one specifically BANs. Yeah, but for basically soft niggers.
I mean, you can go ahead and say it, bro.
I'll try to be better, man.
You can go ahead and say bitch ass niggas.
There
Like,
you go. Yeah, I'll let you say that for me. Try to be better, man.
hey
But
man,
look, it's just like,
it is what it is.
it's just like, bro, like so many of them out here that just irritate me.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's an epidemic.
Oh yeah. Hey,
Especially
hey, look, Dave Chappelle said it best. The whole world is full of.
this new
I wouldn't
generation,
even
man.
say it's a new generation though, bro. Like there's some in your generation. I'm like,
Oh no, we got ours too. Don't get it
nah,
twisted. But I'm just saying, this new generation is like, prime example. Look at our military now.
I can't speak on that,
They
bro.
give these motherfuckers stress cards, and the drill sergeants they're not allowed to yell at them anymore.
Ah,
I'm like,
okay.
what the fuck
You
is
know,
that?
I used to think that was a joke too, till like
No,
somebody
that is
actually told me it
real.
was real. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
what?
It's like, really? Like, come on, man. Basic training wasn't even hard.
Oh, problem
You get
is
yelled at,
you
yeah,
get
but
people in there that are just not used to being told the truth slash like having that structure or being yelled at.
shit, my parents yelled at me all the
Well,
time. I don't
remember, like
know.
we talked about before, growing up minority,
Facts.
we're used to it because that our parents had to tell us the truth slash get on us.
Yeah, you right.
Yeah, so
For
it's like
sure.
it's different for us. Like it's very different for Johnny that grew up in Gilbert. Like like come on. Or
Like
Scottsdale.
where you from, dog? Oh, I'm from the streets. What streets? Paradise Valley. This nigga just say Paradise Valley.
It's like, man, that sound nice.
It is.
Exactly.
Like, have you ever been in
Oh,
Paradise?
oh yeah, bro.
Man,
These new windows out there.
bruh, like Paradise Valley is like where that's where all of the NBA players and
Oh
shit
yeah.
live. For y'all that don't know, that's where the NBA players and all of the
That's where you
celebrities.
actually go if you have money out here.
Yeah, it's either Paradise Valley or North Scottsdale.
Yep.
That,
You don't stay directly in Central Scottsdale. Some do. But
yeah.
if you have money,
You
you
in
don't.
North Scottsdale.
Yep.
Yep. North Scottsdale and Paradise Valley. That's where the money is.
Yeah. And then my number one, I think we both have the same one, hypocrisy.
Yep.
I mean, bro, I said like there's many things that you could be. Like, I could forgive being lied to. I could forgive being hurt. Hypocrisy is one of them one things. It might take me a minute. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's the worst thing you could be in the world is hypocrite.
Yeah. I'm like, don't. It's like, don't sit here and get on some shit with somebody when you do the same thing.
Exactly.
Or ask somebody to do something that you wouldn't be willing to do yourself. It's just kind of like, the fuck? Like,
it's like, make it make sense.
Right. It's just that,
no, I fully agree with you. Because it's like, bro, like, realistically, the world now is almost just like okay with doing anything almost. And it's so weird to me because it's like, another one I could have added to this list too is like considering somebody weird because you don't agree with their ideology or morals. That's kind of hypocritical when you might be doing something that a lot of people don't agree with. But then as soon as somebody calls you weird, you want to get all butthurt about it.
Right.
Yeah. Like, things like that have always irritated me.
Yeah, that's always been a thing. It's just like you're gonna get mad, or like you'll be the guy being like bullying somebody, but then when somebody tries to bully you,
you want to get all hurt. Oh yeah,
like bro, you was just getting on this man. It's like when we were kids, you remember the dozens.
Vaguely.
Like the mama jokes.
Oh yeah.
It's just like you had a guy coming out
cutting up.
Yeah. But then as soon as you get on him with one, right, he want to get mad, and it's just like, it's like you was just doing it to me. Exactly. It's like, why are you getting all butthurt now? Like, get your ass out of here.
Well, yeah, it's like I've always told people, like, I'll crack jokes and all that. I know when not to take it too far. Like, I know when to stop.
Yeah.
And that's what I
know.
feel.
I know when to stop, and I know who I can joke and talk shit with, and who I can't.
Yeah.
So because there are some people that just can't take it, and you obviously being around them, it's like, all right, this nigga can't handle it. Like he gonna get mad.
Well, it's like my homegirl Britt, for example. So she's in one of my fantasy leagues, and I don't think she realized that I'm actually a really like passive trash talker, and I can turn it up a gear when I really need to. So I started talking a lot of trash in one of my fantasy leagues because it was getting boring. Like, yeah, I get bored quick. So it's like,
oh, let's talk some shit.
Exactly. Like, I had to make it fun for everybody. And then they're like, where did this come from? I'm like, hey, look, bro, I told him it was getting boring. Like, nah, but I don't think she wasn't used to it at first. And now, like, she's kind of got more used to it because I kid you not, we were at Cold Beer watching the Sugar Sean fight. And, like, she just kept setting me up to, like, just crack jokes on her.
I say we went to go watch that, too.
Yeah, and I always have to tell her, like, look, Britt, I'm joking. Like, Always keep that in mind. I'm joking, and I'm never gonna take it too far.
Uh,
But I told her, don't worry, I'm gonna take you under my wing this year for fantasy. Or I told one of my little homies, Jax, because I think he's still going to play college basketball, and he's lives in Indiana. I'm like, man, I'm gonna take you under my wing, man. By the time I'm done with you, you're gonna be better at talking trash than Larry Bird was, dog. I'm gonna turn you into Larry Bird 2.0.
I don't know. Larry was that guy. Yeah, that man could talk some shit.
Oh yeah.
He was the most unassuming shit
Oh
talker.
yeah.
Because he ain't look like the type to
Like,
talk
he was
shit,
from the sticks too. It was like,
but Larry would
cut
talk
up,
shit.
Oh man. You got anything you want to add?
Nah, I'm gonna say that for the next one.
All right.
Say that for the next
Take
one.
us out then, man.
Well, you listen to us ramble about shit that we hate. So yeah,
I was very passive.
Yeah, we could have took it up a notch, but this is we on TV, so.
Oh, actually, I do want to say this. Another one of my pet peeves: cats that think certain people's word is the gospel, and BANs that swear by Fresh and Fit podcast. Let me just say that right now.
Oh man, that I the Fresh and Fit podcast. Fresh and Fit podcast, man. Those guys, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I watch it sometimes because it's funny.
Exactly.
I watch it just for the
Now, here's my thing. It goes back to my point.
Hilarious.
Even a broken clock can tell time.
Because half of the shit that they say, I'm like, these niggas don't mean that.
Exactly.
Like,
there do be some logical things that
some of it is,
but it's like for the most part, it's like
these dudes just be like,
come on,
they just be on there just for it's. I think they got the act down.
Oh yeah,
because it's funny.
Hey, look, Jay-Z said that. Come on, man, it's entertainment.
Basically.
So though, we're gonna get out of here. Y'all take it easy.